All right, so our group's focus is on relationships, whether it be vendor, customer, musicians, or people walking around, and the customer reception of the quality of the food. Are there any relationships that you've noticed in your time working here?
I think probably the most important, well, maybe not the most important, but the most noticeable relationship is the relationship of customers with the farmers, with the vendors here. Because a lot of our customers are sort of loyal in the sense that they go to the same people for the same product every time they come. And if we move people around, you often get a lot of questions like, "Where's so and so?" Because they just have that relationship built up based on the product and everything. So that's something that's really noticeable to me. There's also a lot of really great relationships between the farmers themselves. So, someone's got a question about, hey, what do you do when, this happens to your tomatoes? There's a lot of exchange of information between the vendors themselves that I noticed a lot. So those are a couple that I noticed.
Okay, so what do you think the most crucial relationship at the farmer's market here is?
Probably the most crucial is the relationship of the customers to the vendors. Because, what we're really trying to do here is, beyond just sell food, it's to educate people about where their food comes from and what's in season and, all of that kind of thing. So, it's more than just the sale, the relationship. If you know your farmer, you have the ability to acquire a lot more information about what you're eating. So I think that's probably the most important.
My next question is, how do you think the musicians and the public entertainment add to the success of this farmer's market?
I think the musicians just sort of, especially, they come to this market more than the other market, and really it's kind of, they really add to the sort of feel of the market, if you will. So a lot of people come to our other markets and like them, of course, but a lot of people come here specifically for this sort of festival type feel because of the musicians. They help in that way, and that they just sort of create this climate, or people just want to, people want to just come hang out here at this market, as opposed to other markets.
Okay, so my next question is, do you think the food is reasonably priced compared to the quality of it? If so, do you think a lot of people, when they think of a farmer's market, associate it with overpriced food?
I think the produce is reasonably priced for what you're getting, and the quality of food you're getting, and just the almost insurance that you have that the food is good for you. I think people do have a perception that farmers markets are associated with overpriced food, but those are usually the people who haven't been here and haven't really taken the time to explore the different options. There are certainly farmers that are more expensive than others, but to a lot of people that's worth it. Consumers really have the power here to choose what they want to purchase, and there are a lot of options. And so the people who just sort of see it as sort of this uniform, overpriced market probably just haven't had the time to investigate it further, I would say.
Okay. We are aware that the Lexington's farmers market is rated number 8 in the nation. Do you think that this rating has any effect on the business of the market?
I think so. Just the day that article came out in the Herald Leader that announced that, it was one of our busiest days.
Really?
Because people saw the article and wanted to even just come down and congratulate us. We had a lot of people that just stopped by our table, our management table, and said, "This is so great. We're so glad that Lexington got that recognition." Because, it's their city too, and it means something to them, beyond themselves. So.
Right. Okay. What relationships in local food have led you to where you are today?
Well, I study local food. I'm a graduate student, and I've done a lot of work with local food just in my life. So that's, why I'm here, professionally. How I got the job is my interest in local food, and I grew up with a vegetable garden. It was just sort of always a part of my life, and farmers markets have always been a part of my life. So it's just something I wanted to incorporate into my professional life.
Okay. Do you believe that there's much competition between vendors who sell similar items, or do they just mostly worry about their own produce and what they're selling?
I think it varies. We really encourage vendors to just, focus on their own sales and focus, because really everyone here has something unique to offer. Even if two people are selling tomatoes, that doesn't mean that they're the exact same type of tomato, or that they don't have the same, that they don't have, different, ways to market them, or, everyone has a unique way to sell food and sell unique, products. So we really encourage the vendors to sort of focus on themselves and not really worry too much about competition. Most of the vendors, I think, also feel that way, that, you know, some of their best days at market are when there's a lot of vendors and it just creates that atmosphere that people really want to participate in. But there's always going to be people who are concerned about competition first.
Right, as always.
Yeah, I mean, that's just inherent to them.
The next question I have is, do you personally do a lot of your own grocery shopping here on the weekends?
I do. That's one really great, convenient thing about working here is that I'm at the place that I grocery shop all the time. So I do most of my shopping here, and I work at the markets through the week too. So I just I'm right here all the time. And I've really gotten to know a lot of the farmers here really well from working here. So I enjoy providing the business, basically. You know.
Next question here. Do you usually see the same customers coming back to the same vendor often, or do they change around?
I do in a lot of cases. I mean, what I really see is sort of regulars to the market in general. You know, they're just people who come down here every Saturday, or especially through the week when it's a smaller crowd. You see the same folks who've just made it, who've made it part of their routine to come on Tuesday, say, and do their grocery shopping. But I do think that there are a lot of vendors, especially vendors that have been here for, 20, 30 years. They have a lot of regular customers.
The last question out here, are there any specific strategies that you and farmers market management use to bring in more customers during another year?
I mean, we do a lot of promotional stuff, a lot of marketing, that's kind of standard for a nonprofit or a co-op. We partner a lot with other organizations in Lexington. Sullivan, for example, they do cooking demos. So anyway, we can sort of partner with other organizations and sort of mutually, help each other get the word out. Cooking demos, TV shows. I'm trying to think of what else we do.
Sounds like you do a lot.
Signage. It's just a lot of,
to get it out there.
Yeah, I mean, any opportunity we have to just sort of let people know that we're here or let people know what unique things we offer, we try to do that.
Right,
So.
I guess that is one of the things that makes it number 8 in the nation.
Yeah, I mean, it's an emphasis of ours to let, and I mean, we really want everyone in Lexington to know about this. It's not really one of those neighborhood markets where it's sort of hidden away and for, subset of the population. This is Lexington's farmers market. We want it to be, accessible to everyone.
Right.
So that is one of our